Hey guys, welcome back to Metal Gear Solid 2. We're gonna pick up where we left off last time. So we're gonna start tonight off on a somewhat odd note. You remember what I mentioned last time about Olga being all natural? Apparently a lot of people were disgusted by her being unshaven back when the game was released. I'll be honest, I don't think women should have to shave their armpits. I know, how controversial of me. First of all, nobody even knows where the hell it came from. Nobody knows where the idea came from. Secondly, it's not like shaving your legs. Nobody looks good with hairy legs. I have hairy legs and I haven't worn shorts in over 15 years. Nobody looks good with hairy legs. Nobody. But shaving your armpits? Come on, man. That's not necessary. Remember we said last time about not shooting her? Yeah, I lied.
What are you doing? How could you shoot someone who's unconscious? What are you, some kind of a monster?
It's funny how Otacon's so concerned about her when she was just trying to kill Snake a couple minutes ago.
She's not dead, is she?
No, just knocked out.
Good.
Looks like a little angel, doesn't she?
What's gotten into you?
Nothing.
Sleeping Beauty may have been awakened by Prince Charming's kiss, but you better not try it here.
I'm with you. Besides, I've had enough of tomboys.
Throwing some shade at Meryl there. So normally, when you shake her here in the main game, she'd drop her dog tag, which you can collect. But we've already collected all of the dog tags, so there's nothing there. It is 11:26 p.m. at night, and I have work early tomorrow. But we're only going to record a short session. I think we're only going to record as far as when I go down into the engine room of the tanker, down the stairs. Well, first we're going to take care of this guy right here. This guy's a little hard to target because he moves around so much. So here's the wet cardboard box. You can't really use this, so it's not really useful for anything, but it's nice to get it anyway. I really wish we could throw this guy overboard, but there's no door here to do that. So first we're gonna go up here, because there's actually some cool little items up here that you can get.
Snake, I know you're into high places, but do you think maybe you can head down into the hold sometime this year? You're here to take those photos of Metal Gear, remember?
Yeah, I'll be right down, Otacon. So there's thermal goggles. And here's the suppressor for the USP, so that it doesn't make a lot of noise. Look at that view. Now if you notice here, one of the things that's missing here from the skyline is the Twin Towers. Yeah, they took them out of there. Those were originally there in the original demo, the two towers. They took them out after 9/11. That was actually a big discussion, a big controversy back when the game was released, when it was being developed, if they should take them out because of what happened, or leave them in. Personally, I wanted them to leave them in. I wanted to think the Metal Gear world was better, and that didn't happen there, but they chose to take them out in the end. So it was nice of them to do that. I guess it's respectful of what happened. It shows some respect for what actually occurred in real life. And plus it shows a real world connection to the game then. I mean, so, yeah. So now we can actually go through here because the door's unlocked now thanks to that guy. So you don't want to go out into the deck of the tanker now on the lower levels, because as you saw from the cutscene, it is now crawling with new enemy soldiers. I still say this crewman looks like Harry Mason. Bye, Harry. So since we were up there for such a long time, all the guards are now awake again. So we gotta take care of them one by one. Let's grab this guy here. And one thing you can do now is, since we have the USB, you can actually disable the little control box here for the lasers. That'll deactivate the laser beams. But of course you still can't shoot the C4. If you do, you'll blow up the ship. Let's just take out the little camera here.
So he was about to have dinner.
And got a bullet in the head instead. Poor bastard.
Yeah, that sucks. Getting shot just as you're sitting down to eat. There's also some ammo under here.
That must be the mess hall.
It's pretty small considering the size of the ship.
I guess modern tankers are so automated that you only need a crew of about 20. That's not a lot to feed. There's a lot of things there, but make sure you don't disturb anything and leave traces. The enemy might notice.
Yeah, so he said not to disturb anything, but we're gonna shoot out some stuff. We're gonna shoot out some napkins. And some ketchup. So you'll want to shoot this guy away from the camera view as far as possible, because otherwise he'll just trigger the alert system on the camera. It'll pick up his body. So you want to shoot out the camera here. Let's stuff this guy in a locker. Just because. So you remember how we picked up the pentazamine earlier, the medicine?
pentazamine in your inventory. If you need to take some, select it in the item window and push the enter button. Pentazamine is a mild tranquilizer used to treat clinical depression, obsessive compulsive behavior, and anxiety. It belongs to the benzodiazepinate family, and along with its antidepressant and anti-anxiety qualities, it suppresses convulsions. Take it when you have a tough shot ahead with a sniper rifle and you need to minimize shakiness. But I guess you don't have one of those yet. Well, you can also try some if you're feeling really seasick.
So if you take that, that'll trigger a nice little cutscene here, a nice little codec conversation.
Otacon, I took the pentazamine and you're right. The seasickness is gone.
Wow, really?
What do you mean, really? You said...
Drugs are mostly about placebo effect. If you believe it's effective,
You
it is.
lied to me.
You're more naive than I thought.
That'll also carry over to the second part of the game. 2 years later, when you ask Snake about it if your plane is riding. I find it funny how Snake is naive in some ways despite being this hardened soldier. It was the same with Big Boss, really, if you looked at some of his conversations throughout the game. Metal Gear Solid 3 and Peace Walker.
Freeze.
Let's just track that guy here. Now this is a little tough because they're right here. So you want to make sure you don't tranquilize one of them without alerting the other guy. I think where their bottles of alcohol are. Oh no, there's only one of them. Yeah, so I think the picture we took before got erased, so we're gonna go over and take that picture again. Yeah, I think it gets overwritten. So, Wonder Woman comes out on Blu-ray tomorrow. Is anyone excited about it? I am. I like that movie. I saw it in theaters. In fact, I think I saw it twice. So I liked it when it was in the theaters. I'm looking forward to the Blu-ray. Gotta be honest, I liked it more than Logan. Because even though Logan is a masterpiece, it's the type of movie that I'm probably not gonna be watching too often because it's too depressing, you know? Movies that are like that, like they're masterpieces but you admire them from afar. think the original Star Wars Episode 4 A New Hope is like that for me. I recognize how great it is. I just don't like watching it all that much. The one thing though is that the Blu-ray covers we get over here usually suck. Like the packaging. I mean, the Wonder Woman one is okay. It has the steelbook from Best Buy. It has a nice little drawing, I guess. And the Target digibook looks pretty good. But man, you should see the ones they getting overseas. Like they get these poster quality covers, steelbooks and special covers, and we get crap over here in the US. You know, that happens a lot with DVD and movie releases, Blu-ray releases. They get a lot of cool stuff overseas. They got a Telepod set for the Fly Blu-ray back when it was released. I think they got a Terminator skull for the Terminator movie, for the Terminator 2 release. They get all this cool fancy stuff over there, and we get jack over here. And with Best Buy, like, god damn, most of the recent covers have been hideous. That pop art, that just looks horrible. So yeah, we definitely get screwed over here in terms of covers.
Raven.
So this is an amusing little scene here.
Snake, that shadow,
It's him. No doubt about it.
but Raven was, you know, out in Shadow Moses.
I know. Maybe it's the last of his 9 lives. Or maybe his maker decided to give him another chance.
You're not serious, are you?
Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. Either way, we'll find out soon enough.
Snake, watch your step, okay?
Now this is a letdown here because, as you can see, oh, it's just an action figure. But Otacon doesn't even comment on it. Like, I would have thought he'd say something about it. Now this is interesting right here because this is an action figure of Raven. And they're part of a secret special forces group that almost nobody knows about. So the only way for this to exist is there's gotta be, in this universe, going around making action figures of special forces groups. Like, I wonder who that is. So we're gonna trank this guy right here, or knock him out. And I think we're gonna save before they come to investigate. This is a huge area, by the way. You can see there's lots of enemies crawling around here, so you gotta be careful where you move that you don't get spotted. We're gonna save here.
Do you want to save, Snake? Another Chinese proverb. Those who look to the heavens prosper. Those who defy it are no more. Do you know this one? The meaning here is... Hold on a sec. That you can only survive as long as you're a part of the natural order of things. You remember pre-ripped jeans? Manufacturers thought that just because people loved old, broken-in jeans, they would want to buy new jeans that looked old. So they purposefully...
What do jeans have to do with nature and order?
Denim should fray and rip on its own, naturally, right? Some designers tried to go against that, and no one bought them. The earnings report from that fiscal year is enough of a proof.
Earnings?
Yeah, Otacon. G's have a lot to do with an ancient Chinese proverb. So yeah, you can see there's this guy right here.
I'm under enemy fire. Secure the perimeter.
There's also another guy under there. And that's our cue to go. So we're gonna leave it right here. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying this playthrough, and we'll continue this again next time. See ya.